Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Hypocritical AF podcast. It's your host, Albert Fig, and in this week, I am back with another solo episode. I haven't done one in the last 2 weeks, so I'm excited to talk about some shit as I enjoy this amazing glass of wine. And I got the bottle of wine too, so don't get it twisted. I got this wine, I'm not gonna lie, I got this wine from Target. Listen, Target got some good fucking wines, okay? You don't have to go to Total Wine. You don't have to go to Bevmo. You don't have to go to Bel Air or any kind of crazy shit like that or go to a specific seller. Now, don't get it twisted. If you got it like that, you got it like that. And I do got it like that. I like to go to wineries and I like to get different type of wines too. But sometimes when you're shopping, and you know how Target is, bro, I've talked about it a couple different times. The way Target is, you can never just go inside Target and only get one thing. So while I was picking up like a few things for the house, I picked up a little bottle of wine. Not much, you know what I mean? Like $25. Now, I like me some dark red wine. I'm a red wine type of dude. A nice dark Malbec that's like a little bitter. You know what I'm saying? I like the wines that are just like bold and like right away when you drink them and you feel it right away. You know what I'm saying? Those are the type of red wines that I like. I like the strong, bold wines that kind of have like an acquired or aged taste. Those are the red wines that I like. So cheers, y'all. Thank you very much. Shout out Jeffrey for the merch. I appreciate it. Thank you, man. Thank you for letting me get everything. Just here to support y'all. So definitely check it out when you can. But another week back. Yo, the last week or two or something like that, or 2 weeks, I think specifically, been all over the place. Literally all over the place between like up and down California, whether it's like the Bay Area, whether if it was Central Coast, whether if it was in the Valley or down south in Los Angeles. Now, speaking of all this, the first thing that I want to get into right away and talk about is, yo, get out of y'all's comfort zone, okay? Like, for example, if you know me, if you're close to me, or if y'all know anything about me, you know that I like to do shit like on the random. I like doing stuff spontaneously. I like to do stuff on the random. I like to do things solo or dolo. I just like to get out and do things. Even if it's just something simple like going out and getting dinner, you know what I mean? Or just going for a drive, or just going to the bar, getting like the same 2 drinks that you're going to get at a random spot or a spot that you like, and getting what you got to do and then dipping out. You know what I'm saying? Or trying new things. You know, I just like to do those type of things because if I have the opportunity to do that and then kind of learn a little something or make it an experience or just to say that I did it, then I'm going to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like to do. So last week or 2 weeks ago, sorry, I was all over the place. Like I had a week without my son, right? My son was back home and he was visiting family, both sides of the family, and got to spend time with his little cousins and meet this side of the family. And my grandparents got to see him. My mom got to see him and everything, you know? So during that week, I was busy. I was busy like just doing shit around the house, picking up on like, you know, like there's always times where it's like, okay, now like you put off on the deep cleaning, you know what I'm saying? Or just like yard work or little, you know, tidy up little household things. And you don't got to be a homeowner to relate to this. And you don't got to be like, I can't do that. I got an apartment. Yo, even in an apartment, there's always something that you was just, you know what I'm saying? Like just kind of slacking off for a little bit and putting off to the end that you can finally do now that you had the free time. So that's what I did. I took care of a bunch of shit that I had to do and take care of that I was putting off on for a while, right? And then I had work too on top of all that. But in between all that too, I had some downtime, you know? And I like to, like I said, I like to take advantage of the downtime and the time that where I'm not like obligated to do anything, you know? So in that time frame, I was scheduled to record 2 episodes, one being Zoom and one in person. And then, of course, life happens, you know, so we weren't able to get the in-person one done. And people had to reschedule. And then, but we were able to get the Zoom one done. Now, between setting that stuff up, there's also always something you can do, right, to improve or like to grow your brand or like to branch off and network and then, you know, plan for this and then create these type of things. So in between all that, I'm still doing those type of things too, right? Or just plotting, you know what I mean? But I like to do things, yo. I like to go out to new stuff here in Sac, you know? So that's what I did. I went out to a few places here in Sac, and I reached out to a few people, and I was just like, yo, we should go here. And these people, someone had to work, or like someone didn't get off on time, or maybe they weren't feeling it, you know? I don't let that stop me from going and do what I gotta do. It's well documented. I done been that, done there. I mean, been there, done that, doing those type of things, right? So like, I'll go out to like a spot downtown that's new, like on a Thursday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, no matter what's going on, and I'll just go by myself. I'll go dolo, show up, scope out everything, say what's up, have a few drinks, pop, you know what I mean? Check out the scene, have a good time, yo, and then that's it. And then you just go home, you know? So, yo, it's okay to do shit like that, people, okay? Learn how to navigate and learn how to be by yourself without having to be, you don't have to go with the person. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be with friends to go out and have a good time. You don't have to have another person there to go sit. You know what I mean? Even if it's just grabbing dinner, you know, for example, that's something I would do. I would just go grab dinner by myself because I don't need anybody there. All right. And I know a few of my friends have been like, yo, how do you just go eat and have dinner by yourself, or have lunch by yourself, or go out and sit and have a drink by yourself? Because to them, the idea or the thought of doing that is like weird. You know what I'm saying? They said they would just feel awkward and they feel weird. Well, not me. I don't. I enjoy it. You know? And on top of that too, you don't gotta spend hella money if you're just don't getting yourself the same shit that you would always get, you know? Side note on that. Sorry. Yeah. But get out of your comfort zone, yo. Go to a place by yourself. Go do something random. If you have the time and you don't have any obligations, or you're all caught up in a few things, learn how to get out of your comfort zone and go do something, because in that time frame of you being by yourself, yo, what that does is it lets you, well, I can't say for you, but for me, it lets me open up my mind and be more creative and think about stuff, because in those time frames when you're just by yourself in your own thoughts, that's where like the growth and the planning and all this stuff is going forward with, you know? So learn how to like do shit on your own and learn how to navigate and operate by yourself without having to depend on someone. You know what I'm saying? Do that. Get out of that comfort zone. So if you fast forward to that, I took off to LA for the weekend. Now it wasn't 100% spontaneous. I'm not gonna lie. It was kind of planned to an extent. So I took off to LA initially because I was supposed to be a guest on one podcast that kind of fell through. I was supposed to meet up with this comedian. I was supposed to meet up with this comedian, and we were supposed to chop it up. You know what I mean? I didn't expect it to realistically happen, especially since LA had, you know, all its restrictions and all these shutdowns and everything. But we were supposed to meet up at a spot, and yeah, like, you know, this date, this time, you know, that type of thing, whoop de whoop. And well-known comedian, big time up there and everything. We were, you know, going back and forth over the DMs, and it didn't necessarily happen. Didn't go down. No big deal. That wasn't like my main focus, or my main reason was on going. It was just kind of like, all right, this is an opportunity that's going to go down there, and then that's another opportunity. And then in that time frame too, I was going to my plan was to rent out this little studio spot that's for like podcasting and recording and stuff like that they have in LA. And I was going to try to do another mobile episode with these other people. And again, those things fell through. So once all that was kind of like, you know, like up in the air, or wasn't exactly going down, internally I already had in my mind that I was going to go visit one of my close homies, Mike's, and his fam, because he lives out there. And every time I go down to LA area, I always link up with him, and same thing, and vice versa. Every time he comes up here to Sac or NorCal in general, we always find the time to like link up. And this fool's always crashing at my spot, or I'm crashing at his spot. So that's just like, you know, that's just like deep rooted. We done, you know, known each other for years and everything. So we got it like that, you know? So I was thinking, okay, in the midst of all that, I'm going to be there all weekend, then I can still hit up my homie Mike. Or Slim. So when those all fell through, yeah, it was a bummer, you know, but I was still just like, I called him up on a Friday and I was just like, yo, what are you doing today? What are you doing tonight? What are you doing this weekend? He had the weekend off and everything. So I was just like, fuck it. You know, I already had made the plans to go down there, kind of. And because those other plans fell through, I still was just like, fuck it. I'm going to go. And like I said, I didn't have my son all week, and I wasn't gonna see him until that following Sunday. So I was like, all right, Friday, Saturday, I'm off either way, nothing to do. So fuck it, I'm still gonna go. So I left. I left to LA, and you know what? I would do it again because I have. Okay, get out of your comfort zone, y'all. Go do some shit like that. Do something random. Go to fucking San Francisco. Go to Reno. Go to Humboldt, you know, go to Tahoe, go to LA, go to go. I don't give where you go. Just do something randomly, dude. Just wake up, you know, get some coffee and just be like, I'm gonna go here today, without planning it, and just go. It'll be good for you. But like I said on the therapeutic episode, have a plan, but you know, don't have a plan. You don't necessarily need to have the plan like that. But yeah, so I posted up in LA, went to a spot, East Los Angeles, and it was cool, man. It was cool. Like I always enjoy the time kicking it with him. And you know, the times are different now too. You know, we're both dads. Both of us got our dad bods going on. You know what I'm saying? And so it's not like how we used to kick it. You know, it was funny too because like, you know your dads and you know your homies are dad too when you hit him up and you're just like, yo, I'm gonna be in your area or I'm gonna go kick it, and he's just like, yeah, for sure. But you know, he's like, I got my daughters here. He's like, I don't do much, bro. He's like, I don't be doing shit. So he's like, we're just gonna be doing family shit. And I was like, bro, that's totally cool with me. It's like, you know what I mean? I'm all down for it. We don't need to go out and I'm not saying that we're over here fucking going to like all these places and clubbing and all these other shits and meeting up with these celebs and doing all this crazy shit. No, you know, we never did that regardless. So, I mean, we had fun, but we weren't out there like that, you know what I mean? So when he told me that, when he was just like, that's all we're going to be doing, I was just like, bro, perfect. I'm with that, I'm with that. So I had a good time, went out there, and it was just quick, 2 days, and then was back on that Sunday. It was like straight up north again, picked up my son and back in Sacramento, and yeah, I like that shit, bro. It's cool. It's cool to do those type of things, and it's cool to just be out and about, and it's cool to just do things on the random. So I would tell y'all, get out of your comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? Get a bottle of wine from Target. Fuck it. Get a bottle of wine from the fucking $7.99 bottle at a Chevron and live it up and just say fuck it and cheers to that. Cheers to those bottles of $7.99. Now, mind you, like I said, this is a $25 bottle of wine, but it still hits, yo. This shit still hits. I remember, okay, here's a quick story. I remember, so this was, I had just moved. I've told this story like plenty of times to like my closest ones, Okay, so this was my very, 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 very first apartment here in Sacramento. And it was not just my very first apartment, but it was like my first week. I'm talking about like the very first week. Like I didn't even have furniture, like legitimately did not even have furniture yet because it was still being shipped in, so it wasn't ready yet. And the only furniture that I have was the stuff that I brought in when I moved from Georgia, because I drove from Georgia to California, and the only thing I had in my back seat was my fucking 42-inch TV. I had a 42-inch TV that I put in the back seat of my car because I didn't trust the movers or the shipping, because the army was paying for moving my shipment and shit like that. And I didn't trust them with my TV because at that time, 42-inch was just like, bro, I got a 42-inch TV. That shit's huge. Oh, no, actually, hold up. Rewind that. It was a 55-inch TV. So 55-inch TV. And to me, that was the biggest fucking TV on earth. You couldn't tell me otherwise, That's back in the day. So I had my 55-inch in the back seat, and I had my PS3, my clothes, and like sweaters, jackets, you know what I'm saying? Like couple quick outfits, and like maybe just like a few bags of like paperwork, and my microwave, which, true story, I still have that same fucking microwave from 2010, from December of 2010 that I bought. December 2010, I still have that same fucking microwave, in my kitchen, and guess what? It still works. So shouts out to that microwave because I've used the hell out of that. Anyway, yeah, so my very first week here in SAC, my cousin Josh, shout out Josh, crazy motherfucker. Eh. My cousin Josh, he comes out and he kicks it with me for like the weekend. And I remember I told him, I was just like, yo, because my first like 2-3 days or something like that in my apartment, or 2 days, I think it was, my first 2 days in my apartment, illegally didn't have any water or electricity, right? Catch my drift? So, but I, no, but I really didn't have electricity. But, so I waited after those 2 days, and on that third day, I was telling him, I was like, yo, I may or may not have water and electricity, but luckily, I mean, hopefully by the time you get here, I will, which luckily he did. I mean, luckily by the time he got there, I did. And I remember telling him, I was like, yo, I don't have anything. Like, I have my clothes, and the way I was making my bed at the time, because I didn't have a bed, was I got all my jackets, all my sweaters and everything, and I would lay them. I like laid them in my room floor, and I was using that as my bed. So I would lay down and be like, that's my little bed right there, just my sweaters and my jackets that I had like built up from all like being saved when I was in the South. And so anyway, so he comes through and he's just like, yo, we gotta go drink, we gotta like go get a bottle or do something, you know. So we went to my very first bar in SAC, and it was I looked up again. I didn't know the area and everything, so on my phone I looked up the nearest one of the like just bar. I literally just went on Google Maps and I put bars, and for whatever reason, Old Town SAC popped up. Now, mind you, I was living off the 5. I was living off of West El Camino Ave, and the apartments that I was living at, the name has changed since, but it used to be called the Natomas Ridge Apartments. So it was West El Camino off the 5, Natomas Ridge. I think now it's like Natoma something, but I was living in Natomas. And so we went to this thing called Sky. We went to this place called Sky TV in Old Town SAC. And if y'all from the SAC, y'all know it was Sky TV. And it was like back in the day, it wasn't like how it is now. I don't even know if it's open right now, but when we went, we walked in, they had the karaoke things in the karaoke booth in the back and a little small like VIP area and everything. We went there. It was fucking dead. Chilled there for a bit, and then we were like, all right, let's go to the liquor store and just go back to the apartment. So we went to the liquor store. We were broke as fuck, and we had we had enough dollars and quarters that we had like literally got from like the floor and from my car and cash that he had, because we had spent a bit, but all the money that we have left, we're like, yo, we got to get some type of bottle, you know. So we went to the liquor store and we bought a bottle of Burnett's citrus vodka for $7.99, and I'll never forget it. It was a bottle of the lemon Burnett's citrus vodka, $7.99 plus tax, and we got a 2 liter of Sprite, and less than $10. We took that shit back to the crib. We finished that shit that same night, yo. $7.99. That was a quick story for it. Thinking about the options that they have for wines at the Chevron. So I'm here to tell y'all, for $7.99, you can get pretty twisted. And if you really think about it, bro, if you want to go like really cheap with it, you can actually get a little more twisted for less too. Like you can get E&J, you can get fucking 211 Steel Reserves. You know what I mean? You can get the Hurricanes. I mean, there's ways you can get a little more twisted for that price, but I don't know how I got on that. Oh yeah, the wine. Okay. Anyway, random story. I'm rambling on. So yeah. So wrapping up LA. I'm gonna go back, y'all. I gotta go back because I do wanna do some more networking out there, and I do wanna like hit up a few people and do more like mobile episodes and guesting on a few of them. So I'm not necessarily done with all that, but my plan is to go back over there, and not just LA too. I want to like go out to a bunch of different places, you know. So anytime there's like a chance to like advance or network or like grow anything, or just, you know what I mean, shake hands with a few people and everything, maybe not literally because of COVID, maybe. But yeah, you know what I mean? Just kind of like post up and see what's up with everything. I'm always down for that. So yeah. But also, I do want to give a shout out to the Olympics and everybody winning in the Olympics and everybody winning gold and Team USA. And yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of lying right there, yo. I haven't watched not one fucking thing of the Olympics. Who's really watching it right now? I mean, I know there's a lot of golds being handed, and I know that Team USA has won a lot. But to be honest, yo, I haven't been watching. I haven't been keeping up with anything. I mean, I back in the day, I would always keep up with. It's kind of selfish, just maybe because I'm a basketball fan, but I'd really only watch the basketball team, the men's USA basketball team. Those, and they'd always win gold. So those would be like the only times where I would watch it. And now they got like skateboarding. They got like, I think they got like tennis or pink. I don't know what the fuck it is, but there's like so many different stuff right now. And I know all that's great and all, but I haven't even watched not one fucking thing. And to be honest, I feel like I'm not losing out on much. Am I the only one on this? Am I off on this? I feel like it's whatever. No disrespect. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect. I'm just not that into it right now. You know what I mean? Plus, it's all over now. Oh, no. Sorry. There's still some stuff going on. Wish you all the best. You know what I'm saying? Olympics, if you want to sponsor in 2024. Ooh, I saw also that the Olympics are going to Paris, France. It's going to Paris 2024. So we'll see if the podcast is still around by then and we could fucking get some sponsors from the Olympics. That'd be great. But yeah, side note, you know what? I saw little snippets of it. And again, this is probably fucking old to talk about, but I'm just now getting around to like talk about it. I saw little snippets of it and I told myself I wasn't gonna I was like, oh, I don't care to watch that or I don't care to listen to it. You know what I mean? But I've been doing a lot of driving. And I said I was going to do it, and I fucking gave in. I listened to DJ Academic's interview, the first episode. No, not his interview, on his podcast on Spotify, the first episode. They fucking got me, bro. They got me. The 6ix9ine, Whack 100, and DJ Academics episode. I listened to it, and I listened to the whole thing. But hear me out. I did a lot of driving. I was like, literally, like I said, up and down California. So I listened to the thing and damn near 3 hours, damn near a fucking Joe Rogan episode. That shit was just like 2 hours, like literally 2 hours and 50 minutes. And I don't know how, what you would say about it. Definitely a bunch of fucking yelling. Definitely a bunch of people talking over each other. Some inside stuff, some shit it definitely was entertaining. I'll give it that. It definitely was entertaining. I don't know if I have an opinion on it yet. I don't know if I can have opinion on it. Something like that. But I mean, they got me, you know? They got me. So if you haven't checked that out, I think it's actually it's specifically only on Spotify, but you know, motherfuckers got that shit on YouTube. I already saw some other dude's channel already had it up. I'm talking about like video and everything. Someone had it up on YouTube already. So yeah. Definitely I recommend if you like entertainment, if you like randomness, and if you like just a bunch of shit that doesn't make sense but makes sense, a bunch of shit that's just like loud but understandable, or a bunch of shit that's just like not gonna catch your eye but catches your eye, then that's like a good one to listen to. If you're, you know what I mean, if you're in those type of circles, and if not, then it's like, sorry. But it goes deep, yo. You know what I did too? I found myself afterwards, after all that was over, I found myself looking up on YouTube, like going like deep, yo. I'm talking about like, I went in and watched a bunch of different videos about this, and then this secondary, and then this episode, and this interview that led to this, and then what this dude was talking about, and found myself like going from here to here to here. And the whole time I kept thinking like, they fucking got me, yo. They got me. So I do that in general too. I'm one of those ones. I'm one of those people that, like, when I was watching, now if you're not like a Marvel head, I get it though. But if you never kept up with like on Disney Plus, were like the Low Keys or the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, or fuck, what was the other one? There was another series. I forget the one of the, oh yeah, what's her name? Scarlet Witch. That shit. The WandaVision. I found myself, okay. I found myself after the episodes, like looking on YouTube of like breakdowns and explanations. Okay, why? Because I'm weird like that. And two, I get lost. I get into fucking. I get so lost on like wormholes on YouTube that I always like find myself catching something or finding something on YouTube. Cause I'm legit like on YouTube more than like I'm not on watching TV like that. I'm not watching shows like that. So when I when I watch stuff, like YouTube is like the go-to for me, and I find myself constantly looking at that shit. And I don't feel sorry, okay? Because that shit makes the time go by quick. It makes the time go by easily. And I'm just fucking invested in YouTube like that. Hence why I have a YouTube channel. And if you're not subscribed, you should, because you see like dumb shit like this. I would also like to talk about something I noticed the other day. Now, tell me if I'm off on this, okay? I think whoever eats the orange Hostess cupcakes, you're crazy. First of all, those are nasty. The orange Hostess cupcakes, nasty. Can't do it. You gotta eat the regular cupcakes, the black ones with the white cream filling in it. And even that too, I don't even know the last time I even had one of those. But the orange cupcakes, what? Yo, if you eat orange cupcakes, you're a psychopath. You're crazy. Someone check their closets. If you have orange cupcakes, definitely have some skeletons in your closet, literally and figuratively. Can't trust you. Who the fuck? Orange? What do they taste like? Do they really taste like oranges? Is it tangerine? What's going on with them? I can't really like. No. And even in that, whatever happened with the fucking the Twinkies shortage? Do they still make Twinkies? I don't think they be doing Twinkies like that anymore. So yeah. And even furthermore with that, I can't even tell you the last time I done had no fucking Twinkie. I never really was a big fan of Twinkies in general, but like I can't tell you the last time I had something like that. So now that now that August is, I mean, we're almost damn near literally halfway through August. It got me thinking, this year is coming up quick. From like, I'm talking about from the year mark from when I launched this. The year mark is approaching really fast. And I'm behind on a bunch of stuff, yo. There's stuff that I said I was going to do that I haven't come out with yet. Working on it. You got to hold yourself accountable, and I'm working on that. But I'm also got some other stuff cooking up or brewing up that's, pretty exciting. That's, damn, I can't even really say, but like some cool stuff coming up that never was really in the plans, but now is in the plans, if that makes sense. So we gonna come up with that, and then just be on the lookout for those type of things, because there's gonna be like little snippets. No, that's not the word. It's not a fucking song. Not a snippet, but like little preview stuff or hinting at stuff that we're gonna be doing, and stuff that's gonna advance and grow the podcast and everything, and grow the reach for like as far as exposure to the amount of people and networking and just dope shit like that. So that'll be cool as fuck. Yeah, like I said, just wanted to come up here, ramble on a little bit, bring y'all in on the drinking thing, because I feel like I'm drinking with y'all every time I am drinking on this, and I like to mix it up. I'm a big wine dude too. I know I've talked about hella whiskeys and hella liquor, and then we done took fucking like hella shots of Hennessy, but I also enjoy my wines. Okay, so shouts out to the dark wines, and I don't got anything against the white wines either. They're just not for me. I feel like every time I would drink like a white wine, those are the ones that give me like either like dehydrated, or I just get like a different headache from them. Like red wines give you like, some type of depending on how much you drink. But like you get some type of, head change or, maybe like a headache the next day. But like it's different with the white wine. Maybe it may or may not make sense, but if you know, you know. Okay. Just wanted to recap the week that I had without my son, and getting out of the comfort zone and going out and doing stuff. And you might have seen me like on Instagram, like, drinking it up over here, or like, at this spot over here doing this, or in these areas and doing everything like that. But, not everything that you see is just like what you're going to get. Understand that it's just like, yo, that's just me taking advantages of the times and doing stuff that I normally don't get to do. It doesn't mean that I'm over here fucking wilding out. You know what I mean? Like, don't get it twisted, people. Mind your biz. So, one thing I haven't done in a while, and I'm always just like, fuck, I keep on telling myself at the ends, and I'm always just like, don't forget to do this and don't forget to do this and that, is the quote of the week, yo. The quote of the week. And in this week's quote of the week is coming from a man named Don Miguel Ruiz, or Don Miguel Ruiz, if you don't speak Spanish. And the quote is, "Be impeccable with your word. Speak with integrity. Say only what you mean. Avoid using the word to speak against yourself or to gossip about others. Use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love." Now, let me repeat that again. Be impeccable with your word. Speak with integrity. Say only what you mean. Avoid using the word to speak against yourself or to gossip about others. Use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love. Take that one in. Let it resonate with yourself a little bit. Don Miguel Ruiz, or Don Miguel Ruiz. Okay. That was his quote, not mine. But genuinely like that one. Be impeccable with your word. Speak with integrity. Off tops, agree with that. Say only what you mean. Avoid using the word to speak against yourself or to gossip about others. Facts. Use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love. Aw, so sentimental. This has been another episode of the Hypocritical AF podcast. Thank you guys so much. Again, I'm Albert Fig. Be on the lookout for all the new stuff coming out. Be on the lookout for just everything in general. I feel like I'm rambling on at this point. Anyway, y'all stay safe. Peace.